Good afternoon. It must be Wednesday because it's another episode of the Pink Link. And if I look sleepy, excuse me. Look, I just got up from a nap. I'm like, let me get this done because I've been in Mississippi with my family. And I'm just really wanting to be consistent and show up regardless of the fact, so that's why you all have a different background. And I'm trying to make sure this thing is looking how I want it to look. But hey, we're gonna roll with it because that is what matters most, is being consistent and showing up throughout it all and remaining with your eyes on the prize and being focused even throughout the distractions that will, show up in life. And so basically, I had to come out here to my hometown to bury my brother over the weekend, which, I discussed in a previous episode. But with COVID and the extent of that, what happened to him, it took maybe close to a month before we could even put him to rest. And so, rest up, Travis. I love you forever. And that's why I'm out here, and that's why I'm looking sleepy. And so even being out here, it been other distractions and things that has really just tried to come up and test me, and I had to really just tap into what I do and remain conscious of my response to those outside of me, and someone else's behaviors and their actions, and how I choose to respond. Because though it was such a time as this, unfortunately it was other things that may surface in the family and with relationships with other siblings, and and it's so unfortunate that at even such a time that many times and it wasn't a big type or anything like that with anyone in the family, but it was a certain distraction that I had to continue to face with someone personally that had extended something to me and then just went left, and was a big test for me. And I appreciate the test because that just made me had to really practice what I preach and really tap into what I know that I have to do to remain focused and to remain on that vibration that I like to vibrate on. And so I had to step back and really just look at that for what it was, and really appreciate all the work I've done, and brace myself for not getting out of character too much with this person, which I did maybe say a few choice words that was because they said to me. But even in those choice words, I was able to stop, because I know that it's not what I'm supposed to do. But in letting them know, hey, this not right, and not even stooping so low to a level that I know that that's not how I choose to vibrate on. And so it was a lot of lessons that I've gotten just being on life's journey, and just really continue to grow in areas and things that I've overcame. And hearing that, oh, you've changed from several people, and it's not a bad change, it's a good change. And I'm grateful to have made those changes in my life, and that others are able to see them, because I move in a certain way, because I'm not going to argue back and forth with you. I'm not going to do certain things that is going to get me out my level of vibration, because I know how important energy is, and I know that energy is transferable. And so yes, y'all, and I want you all to just know that you always have to really be mindful, because constantly we are vibrating, we are sending out signals into the universe, and it's picking it up whether we want it to or not. And so I had to really, even with mourning my brother's untimely situation, that him departing this world in the way he departed, even then I had to be mindful. I mourned, but I couldn't just stay at that low vibrational level of grief neither. But on the way here, I had my time, again, and doing his stay in mourning, but I'm knowing I can't just seek low into that, because that's how you get into those depressed modes. And far as the confrontation battles, I know that I couldn't go back and forth with this person, because I know that that's a low vibrational level. So I preach these things and I say these things, and as I like to say, I'm a human and I'm living these things, as well as I share my take and the work I've done in coaching others to overcome these same things. But at the end of the day, I'm human, and then when they surface in my life, I have to do the same work that I would coach someone else to do in those type of situations. So I have to literally mentally coach myself, and hey, you can't go fall back into how you would usually respond to that things. No, you have to do as you would and how to do, because when you know better, you do better. So even when I'm upset at a situation and don't like it, and but in love and in vibration and in energy, I have to really be aware on how I still choose to move, respond, and just carry on. And it can't be any old way. And so I want you all to know that, like, yes, it can be trying, even sometimes with my children. I have to just brace that situation for what it is and teach them in that moment too. Even if it's something that I know that they know of doing, but still, as kids, sometimes they memory needs to be refreshing, and in a matter that I'm trying to make sure I have a good angle for you all. And I hope this lighting in my nephew's room, because I'm over at my granny's house, is good. It looks like it's better than the lighting in my home, because I usually have to have other lights on too. And so but I was gonna show up like, hey, I am not gonna not show up for the pink link. And I want y'all to make sure you show up too and share, for the pink link, and support your girl, because hey, things gonna get better. I know, my channel ain't it ain't perfect in far as, the editing and things of that nature, but it's gonna get there. It's gonna be there someday. It's gonna be more, litty. It's gonna be a studio. I'm prophesying, I'm claiming, I'm speaking into existence, having that top-notch studio and guests, and and the guests that I've had on have been excellent, great guests. And I pray today that I'm able to bring every last guest back on when I get that new studio, and we talk over some more things, on this Pink Link podcast. Another thing I want to say, just focusing on more on well-being with this channel too. So I've been on my plant-based lifestyle going on 2 years now, and my family sometimes think, well, you can break, but it's a lifestyle for me. It ain't even about weight loss for me. It ain't even about none of that. It's just the way that I choose to live. And in that, if I lose some pounds that's unwanted or not needed, that's great too. But it's more of a lifestyle that I choose to live, to make sure that I continue to incorporate more plants within my body, because what you eat determines, as if you hadn't heard me say, determines how you feel, and also plays a part in your mood and how you're thinking. And so I've noticed in having this lifestyle as part of, my diet, it's been beneficial in ways that I choose to think, and me maybe not being as irrational or, frustrated or, responding more aggressively, because I'm able to think my way through those things more clearly than I would have if I was eating, things that wasn't as beneficial to me, my mind and my body. And so I want to include that in there, because that is important. Your other gut is your gut. Your other brain is your gut. I probably said your other gut is your gut. I don't know, but your other brain is your gut. And I'm gonna leave it in there so y'all can hear, the little ticks I be making, because it's not perfect, but it's gonna get close to perfection or professional, as time comes and go. What else I want to say to y'all today? Be true to you. I wanted to, because my topic, I had a topic and then I didn't have a topic, But, and this may be off a topic of what I'm discussing. But if y'all want me to do a topic on this, let me know. But polyamorous in marriage, over marriage and deceit and lies and betrayal, and then being in a polyamorous relationship. You know, I'm Christian, I believe in God, and I know, you know, you're supposed to take vows, but I am fed up with a lot of these married men who, you know, be sneaking in your DMs and have wives attached to their pages, and then when you mention that type of lifestyle, they act like that's something that is, you know, out of order. When, you know, and one guy literally, you know, had the nerve to tell me that marriage don't mean nothing, so why do it? So why are people getting married these days? Let me know if you want to come on here and discuss that, or should I get someone on here? But I do have a lady coming on who is being true and transparent in the coming weeks, that is going to discuss why she married her husband for money. And that's what I want to get down to. Like, we're going to have some conversations and be intentional and purpose about the relationships we have in our lives and the things that we're doing in our lives, and being true to ourselves and really living out our life purpose, you know, in love and in business and relationships. We need to discuss some things on the Pink Link podcast. And if you would like to come on and discuss, you know, what you're living and being intentional and purposeful, and in a way to share with others, to be as transparent and truth and live out their truth in their lives, I want to hear about that. And so, as always, you know, I say you are great, and the life that you want, you create. And so, blessings on blessings to you, and you have a great day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Pink Link podcast, and keep on living out your truth, boo.